Is it easy to respond to something that surprises you in the moment? Hello, and today's Weekend Insight is mainly going to be about the ability to have mind over matter, right? Be able to respond instead of react when something surprising happens. Something like this happened to me actually during the week where I was at a old folks home. I was there to visit my grandma, and apparently I reminded one of the people there of someone that he was like an old man to someone that he was very attracted to in his youth. Okay, because and he's a tall man, and I was concentrating on his face. So I noticed that this guy was turning around me, and I'm used to being the center of attention when I go there because I'm the youngest person generally. And I mean, a nurse told me, "Do you see what's going on?" And she's like, "I'm like, no." And she's like, "Well, he's fully erect." I'm like, okay, I had not noticed that. So when she told me this, I became extremely flustered, and I did not. I was like, "Oh my god!" All the bit, and I was just like, I don't think he even realized that it was happening. But when he noticed that I wasn't who he thought I was, or that I didn't speak Russian, he calmed down. Now, my question to myself and to like what can I do in this situation? So for some people that I talked to, one person was like, "Wow, my guy, right? He can bring it up. Like that's good. Men usually hear things like it doesn't happen after a certain age. After 40, it just stops working, and so on and so forth." And and the other participant, who was the lady, told me, well, I'd be like, "Oh, hey, thank you," but I wouldn't have paid much mind after that. And I mean, that's also the reaction that the one that I got from my mother was like, "Oh, you probably reminded him of someone," and you just say okay, and you just move on. Now, I just want to make sure that how do I keep a level head in this? I mean, it's a lot. I was just like taken by surprise. I was taken by surprise. Let's just say that much. What I want to see, number one, is I brought my Victor versus Victim deck to see if we're in the right headspace in regards to this. I took out my scripture cards just to see what scripture suggests we do, and I also took out my action oracle just to see what would be a good suggestion, because I don't know if I'm actually going to get a specific response to what I should have actually done in that situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my viewers, please come forward and share what should I have done in that situation where someone was clearly aroused by me, right? So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my viewers, please come forward and share what should I have done to better respond to the situation at hand when that Mr. was aroused by me. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And we got Creator. So we are in the right headspace, which means that we want to make sure that the next time this happens, we know what to do. Okay? We know what to do. Now, for a scripture card. Alright, so please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my viewers, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share. Okay. Please come forward and share. How should I react when someone is clearly aroused by me and I'm just not that interested? Right? So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my viewers and I, please come forward and share what would have been the best course of action on Tuesday. Please, God, angels, and guides, because that's when this happened. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my viewers and I, please come forward and share. And we got, pointing towards the right, Matthew, book 21, verse 22, which says, if you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. So I'm about to get my answer with an oracle, action oracle, right? A deck I wrote myself, an oracle deck I wrote myself. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my viewers and I, please come forward and share. What is the best course of action in regards to someone who is clearly aroused by you, but you don't know what to do? You're kind of flustered. You're like, okay, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good. And we got a follower, which came out in the upright, and it says, be patient and nurture, so pace yourself. Well, when you don't know what to do, pace yourself. Be understanding towards yourself, and roll with the punches is what I'm getting. Understand that it is not something that it is something that might happen more than once, right? That because it's the first time, it's completely fine to not know what to do. But the reason for these videos is so that you do know what to do next time, and you don't actually have to experience what I experienced in order to know what to do. So my question to you is, when you are in front of something completely new, how do you react? Do you react or do you respond? That was my question. So ponder that.